This guy's North American community contributor for World of Warships Blitz. So if this is your first time here on YouTube or into this channel, make sure you hit that like and subscribe and get that bell because I come out with new videos every week regarding World of Warships Blitz. Oh, but yes. And this week, we've got something super, super special. It's the Tone. Right? If you were to say it in English, it's Tone. But it's Imperial Japanese Navy. And it's a Tier 8 cruiser with something very, very unique. We'll check it out right now. So the Tone is a 1930... It's a Tone class built in 1938. It's got a displacement of 11,231 tons. Its length is 201.6 meters long for this cruiser. Its width is 19.4 meters. It's got 152,000 horsepower to push it through the waters. Okay. And as you can see on the stats here, we're going to really talk about the in-game survivability. Number one, the ship hit points are going to be 33,696. And this is after I've done my modifications and all this other type of stuff. Citadel protection is going to be at 12.5%. Fire and flooding resistance is going to be at 10%. Damage reduction and torpedo damage reduction are both going to be 9%. Let's get into maneuverability. 34.18 knots for its max speed. 13.12 seconds to get up to max speed. And the max traverse speed on the rudder is going to be 6.5 degrees per second while taking a time of 7.5 seconds, which is not true. It takes much longer to make the turn. I just got out of the training rooms with this boat, guys. And yeah, it's an interesting boat. Its main guns are going to be 203 millimeter L/50s third year in a in a 4x2 facet. That means 4 guns. Excuse me. It could be 4 turrets with 2 guns on it for a total of 8 guns. Okay. Takes 11 seconds to reload them, and the max range, you could probably switch it up, probably get that a little bit further, but right now, after I did my setup on it, which was just a soft setup, I got it to 11.56 kilometers. Main battery high explosive damage is going to be 708. Chance of setting a fire is at 8%. Main battery armor piercing damage, 826. Excuse me, main battery high explosive 708. Main battery armor piercing is 826 with a 200% chance of setting a Citadel damage rate. Turret traverse speed, 9.63 degrees per second. Get into the torpedoes of it. And, but yes, ladies and gentlemen, this boat has something very, very unique on it. And let's get into that uniqueness. It has a carrier air group, okay, of M6 A2s with a capacity of 7 of them. You can control 1 squadron. And you have 4 torpedo bombers per squadron. Torpedoes per plane is 2. So that means 8 torpedoes are going to be dropped with this set of 4 planes. Torpedo bomber preparation time, just under 11 seconds. Torpedo bomber health pool is going to be 1,480. Aircraft torpedo damage, 1,000. Aircraft torpedo attack range, 2.70 kilometers. Aircraft torpedo speed, 59.74 knots. Not that bad. Chance for these aircrafts of setting a flood is at 9%. 9%. Let's talk about the main guns. Or excuse me, the main torpedoes. 610 millimeter 93s in a 4x3 facet. So that means you can launch 6 torpedoes. Right? There's 2 torpedo launchers on each side. So it's going to launch 6 torpedoes on one side, or a total of 12 if you have to launch all tubes at one shot. The relay time is just under 54 seconds. Each torpedo is actually going to do a pretty good, significant amount of damage. It's going to do 4,130 per torpedo. Torpedo range is going to be 8.74 kilometers. Torpedo speed of 66.69 knots. Chance of setting a flood of 19%. Torpedo tube traverse speed, 18 degrees per second. Anti-aircraft armament, okay, going to be 118 at 3.96 kilometers, and it's going to have 135 damage on the small caliber AE damage at 1.98 kilometers. This is after I put a modification to increase the range by 10%. Surface detection, I was able to get it down to 7.80 kilometers. It's under 8 kilometers naturally, but if we were to put, let's just say, where is it? Surface concealment. Okay. We're going to get it down just a little bit further. Forgive me. To 7 kilometers. So it's got pretty decent, you know, once you put everything on there and do everything right, it's got pretty good surface detection, you know, or its concealment's pretty good. Its anti-aircraft armament could be a little better. But you got torpedo bombers. Torpedo bombers on a cruiser. Ladies and gentlemen, on a cruiser. This boat is amazing. Just for the simple fact that it has this going on. It has torpedo bombers. And you can send 8 torpedoes out of the 4 planes that you send out. They do pretty good damage. Got torpedoes of 610 millimeter Japanese torpedoes in a 4x3 facet. And it got decent range of 8.74 kilometers. I need to grab the historical camouflage. Let's see the difference between the historical camouflage and the samurai camouflage. The historical camouflage is going to reduce the surface detection. Main battering firing range is going to be increased by 4%. Torpedo range is going to be increased by 4%. And max traverse speed is going to be increased by 4%. And XP and silver bonus is going to be increased by 40%. And not too bad. The big difference between the two of them, if you get the samurai, the hit points are increased, main battery firing range is increased, but the maximum main battery shell dispersion is going to be decreased by 4%. So that means they're going to be a tighter grouping. And the torpedo range is still going to be increased by 4%, and the XP and silver bonus is going to be the same at 40%. Okay, so that's the difference between the two camouflages. We're going to use samurai because I like to have my dispersion real tight. Here's another thing that I kind of dislike about this boat as I played with it in the training room. The 2 forward guns are pretty cool where they're at. However, I don't like the way these 2 rear guns work. They actually have to traverse to either side. So if you got the guns on the left side, you're going to have to wait for these 2 rear guns to traverse all the way to the other side before you're capable of using them. So you can't bow tank with this boat. You can with the 2 front guns, but they're 203 millimeters, so they aren't that grandiose. So it's going to be a destroyer killer with those guns for sure. 11 seconds to reload them, not too bad. You're going to get precise aiming system number 2. This is going to increase the gun accuracy by 35% for 20 seconds with a 75-second cooldown. You're going to come with Air Defense Alert 2, which is going to increase the large caliber AA damage by 100% and the small caliber AA damage by 100% for 20 seconds, and the cooldown is going to be 75 seconds. Not too bad. Let's dive into the battle honors. It's only got 2 of them. You need to play 10 battles in order to receive the rewards, and the second one, you need to cause flooding 10 times in order to get 4 steel. The missions could be a little better in my opinion, but it's not the worst I've seen. So if you like this video, make sure you smash that like button and hit that subscribe button to catch future videos from me right here on this YouTube channel. Oh, but yes, because I am an official community contributor for World of Warships Blitz, and you can catch my live streams on Facebook, fb.gg/The Rogue in Disguise Gaming, on Thursday nights as we will demo this boat. Oh, but yes. So until the next video, guys, don't do anything I wouldn't do twice. Oh. but yes.